Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tell and Show Show. My name is Enzo, and I'm here with my very, very special guest, Saige. Hello, Saige.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Just a long day at work, but I'm happy to be home and talking about dolls. It's my favorite thing. How are you?
Great. I am also ready to talk about dolls, and yeah. Let's see, Meryl. Hello, Meryl. Welcome. Yeah. So if people are not familiar with Saige, they have a podcast called the Iconic Dollcast, where they talk about Barbie and all kinds of different dolls, actually, and they usually have guests on, and it's really interesting. And you're also a doll customizer.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm sorry, I said Barbie. I meant Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears custom dolls. Obviously, it's their name there. So, do you want to maybe kind of tell people who you are and what you get into and
Sure.
your whole spiel?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, my name's Saige. Most people, I feel like, know about me from Britney Spears Custom Dolls, which is my Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. And I have been a doll collector forever, my whole entire life. I've always loved dolls, and so I started my little hobby turned small business, Britney Spears Custom Dolls, in 2018. And while I was doing that, I came up with this idea where I just really wanted to talk with people about dolls. And so I had this idea in my head for a really long time. And finally, last year, I had some free time and I decided to start the Iconic Dollcast, which is literally just a podcast all about dolls. I talk with tons of collectors. We talk about specific doll brands. We talk about collecting, designing, all that fun stuff. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet.
And I was a guest on your show for an episode. We talked about boy dolls and all that fun stuff. So that was fun. Let's see. Let's just usually I give people a few minutes to kind of trickle in, but I think we might just go ahead and get started. But before we get started with the regular programming, we were talking about the Barbie movie dolls and the difficulty of getting them, unfortunately. So I remember before the movie came out and they announced the dolls and they went up on Mattel Creations, I was able to get most of the dolls that I wanted, actually all the dolls that I wanted, and it wasn't that big of a deal. And I even remember going to like Target and seeing the dolls on the shelves, and but after the movie came out, obviously that like kicks up the demand, and so when you go to the store now, it's like everything's like wiped. Getting stuff on Mattel Creations, that's like such a giant conversation and giant pain in the butt. But yeah, we were just talking about how difficult it is to get a hold of these dolls, and yeah, I don't know what's your experience with Mattel Creations.
Yeah, well, so I kind of had the same experience. I got on the first set of dolls like pretty early, so I didn't have any issues. I found the first two in stores, and then I got some of the other ones on Mattel Creations, and it wasn't a hassle. But this was like weeks before the movie came out, and like you said, once the movie came out, I mean, you couldn't find, the exclusive ones. So they also are doing these like deals where like Target gets a specific one, and Walmart gets a specific one, and Barnes and Noble's kind of getting like various different ones. And that's really smart business wise and everything. But when they first dropped, I didn't have any issues getting them. So I was really excited about that. But then the movie came out, I went and saw it and loved it, and noticed that everywhere I went, like you could not get a Barbie movie doll. And same, they were all sold out on Mattel Creations. That obviously it sold out there first. so you couldn't get these dolls. Then they had a second set or wave of dolls that were going to come out, and everybody knew about it, but they didn't tell anyone when they were going to drop, and everyone had assumptions, whatever. And then, like, in the middle of the night, they dropped this set of Barbie movie dolls. And to me, I mean, I really wanted the rollerblading ones, like, from the start. I was so surprised when they didn't have that initially. And they drop all these dolls on Mattel Creations at like 1 a.m. And I mean, I've never watched a full like Twitter meltdown really involving dolls ever. And I mean, people were freaking out. And so I ended up getting Ken, but I had to get Barbie through like a second seller or whatever. And I mean, the scalping prices on these dolls is insane. And I kind of think Mattel Creations knows what they're doing. They're trying to, in my opinion, create that kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to get it now. I have to get it now. And I mean, it's working. But I mean, the same thing happened with The Little Mermaid, like those from the live action movie this summer. When those dolls dropped, like you could go get them. And I remember just how fun it was. Like when I found out that they were in stores, everyone's telling everyone where to go, whatever. And then all of a sudden you could not get specifically, you know, Halle Bailey as Ariel with her fins anywhere. They were just sold out everywhere. It's just like so interesting to see that. Like I feel like dolls are making a pretty big comeback with the general public. Like people are, I see people holding a Barbie doll everywhere I go, like in the store, someone's always buying one. And a big part of what I do is I go to thrift stores all the time. That's how I get parts for my custom dolls. And I've just noticed like just so many people just that usually when I go to the thrift store, there's no one back there except a bunch of kids in like the toy section. So it's just easy. But lately I've noticed just like people are over there grabbing the dolls and whatever. And specifically with these Barbie movie dolls, they seem to be doing really well because you can't find them anywhere. And then, like I said, the scalpers are just, I mean, you have like a $25 doll like this one, and people are selling it for like $110. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. I was fortunate enough. I knew someone who sold through their own way, and she gave me a really good deal on it. And I was like, I'll pay you this much. And she was cool with it. And then I also like panic ordered one from Australia, which I don't have yet. I don't know what I was thinking. But it's just crazy to see that people, I mean, obviously the movie is doing did really well, is still doing really well, but I didn't expect this at all with the dolls, and just how exclusive they've made it and how difficult it's been to get them.
It's crazy. I remember when they sold out, like in the middle of the night, going back to that. And I remember that morning being like, that's weird that they say they're sold out, but they were just listed. And I was like, it must be one of those things where they haven't like made them live yet, you know, because like when a new doll goes up for sale, it'll say sold out like for the first like couple seconds. So I was like, maybe it's like one of those things, and you know, they just haven't rolled it out yet. And then I was just like, it really did go on sale in the middle of the night. And I don't know. I think Mattel definitely knows what they're doing, but they also know that people don't like that. Like they want to be able to like, do you want our money? Do you want
literally
people to pay dolls? Or do you want to like annoy people and make people like upset and like alienate your base? You know, it's like you're not doing anyone any favors by limiting the quantity of these dolls. Like there's no way they didn't know that they were going to be this popular. Like there's no way. They knew this movie was going to like be insane. And part of it is the whole like demand, let's create like this like demand thing, but it's still shitty. Anyway.
All I know is I'm going to be so annoyed when it's like all of these are at Walmart, and it's just like I stress so much. I've never like I said, I've never had like this panic thing when it comes to dolls. Like usually it's like not that difficult, but I was just like, wow, and I was like 10 minutes late to the party and they were already sold out, and I was just like, this is insane.
If there's something that I want on Mattel Creations, I am there literally like the second that it goes live, because if you're not going to get it if you're not. Let's take a look at some comments. That's very sweet, James. Thank you. Welcome. And they are not easy to get a hold of. That is correct, Meryl. Oh, I did see. I did. Do you remember this? Do you remember this lottery that they did? I'm curious. I'm curious now as to if that. I think it was 9. I feel like it was like $9. I wonder if it was the 9. Like, I'm assuming we have 9 at this point.
I think there's more. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I think there was originally 9 of them. So
yeah, but yeah, I would love to see like who actually got those dolls and like what 9 they were. Singapore, welcome. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into it, I guess. So we're gonna start with some news and rumors. So I'm going to awkwardly move some stuff around. So the first thing, speaking of Mattel Creations, so tomorrow there's a few things that are supposed to be coming out tomorrow. So there's a Barbie holiday or holiday and special occasions dolls, plural. I don't know which dolls these are. I don't know if it's the advent calendar, because did you see the advent calendar doll?
I did.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's part of this. I don't know what the other holiday is. I do know that they're also dropping the Dia de Muertos dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly tomorrow also.
Well, that's what I thought that was. So
yeah. So I don't know. I wish they would like be a little more specific with stuff like this. But anyway, so yeah, that I literally just saw this. I was like, what is this? Which is it's annoying because you can't plan for anything anymore. It's like stuff drops like last minute all the time, I feel like these days. Which does not make my wallet very happy.
Oh, for sure. But at least with this, we're getting a warning. We know something's coming tomorrow, and it's like with that Barbie movie doll, those Barbie movies, like there was nothing.
Right. It could be the Mariah Carey doll.
Oh yeah, it might be. I feel like that's gonna get its own moment, though. Honestly, I don't think they would be this vague on that, but maybe.
Do you think Mariah was like, I need like a special day. I need like my own like event for this.
Well, she deserves one, but
it's like inner contract. And then the next thing I want to talk about is this Jasmine doll, because I'm not a Disney person. I don't collect Disney dolls. And I love this doll. There's something, I don't know what it is about this Jasmine doll, but she is so pretty. And I don't remember what the line is called. It's like something like jeweled or something. I don't remember.
It's like their own twist. It's like their own twist on like the Disney Store designer dolls. And I have to be real, like Mattel is really kicking butt with. I mean, since they've gotten the brand back, because Hasbro had Disney Princess for a while, and those were never great. And the first set of Mattel dolls, I was kind of like, this isn't that much better than Hasbro was doing. But they've also been doing a lot of these like more designer, like upper tier dolls, and it's not something that I do love Disney, and I collect a lot of Disney dolls, but not too many. It's not something that I would buy, but I do think that the quality of these is, I mean, they're kicking ass with this, to be honest.
Yeah. And for like $75, I would hope that.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the price point is still a little bit high. I think like $50 might be fair for these, but you have to take into consideration, like, yeah, the box looks really nice, and like there is a
Yeah.
lot of good detailing, but I mean, and it looks like these have some good articulation too, so that's fair. It's just interesting. I wasn't crazy about their like deluxe aerial of Halle Bailey. It was all right.
Right.
But they are making the packaging and the marketing for these look really nice. If they had, do they have an aerial one of these yet? I can't even remember. Yeah.
No, it's just Belle,
Aurora. Okay.
Aurora, and Jasmine.
So I love Ariel, so I might consider it if they do one for that, but we'll see.
Yeah, they would. That would be stupid if they did not do one for Ariel. I feel like she's like.
Oh, she's for sure like the one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely the one. But yeah, this Belle one, I was just like, meh. I don't know. There's something about it. I was just like, eh. But the Jasmine, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Like, so I might be buying my first. Well, it's not my first Disney doll. I lied. I might have a few like here and there, but like first like collector.
Oh, that's a good one to get as your first big one. Yeah.
So there's that, and then the next thing I saw was this Roots doll. This also came out of nowhere. I feel
sold out, right? It sold out pretty quickly.
Yeah, it sold out, but it was like they announced it, and then it went on sale within like a day or two. I don't know. Like it was just like so quick. And I'm kind of go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just gonna get back. The price range for this is pretty outrageous to me, but
yeah. And initially I was like, I don't like this. I don't want to get this. But then like I think I have a little bit of FOMO because her outfit is very much like a boy's outfit almost. So I could totally like dress up my Kens in her outfit. I mean, technically. So I was like, okay. But then I was like, there's like Roots. I know nothing about Roots. I know it's a Canadian fashion something, but I'm not crazy about this branding necessarily. The bag is super cute.
The quality is great.
The quality looks great.
Just seeing it, for me, this is not my thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. So a little bit of FOMO, but it's fine. But yeah, it is a little on the pricier side for sure.
Her face is cute though. She has a really cute face.
Yeah, no, she's got a really cute face. Let's see. Drop times. Yeah. Also with the time zone thing, it's like.
And they changed it, right? Now it's at night. Like I saw
some are at night, some are in the morning. So if you're not paying attention, it's like okay, now you're just like being mean with like your times. They don't have knee articulation.
Oh, they don't?
Hey Chris, is this for the Jasmine doll?
I'm like, that one looks like it's on a made to move.
Yeah, this one definitely is. Oh, it was for Disney dolls.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, especially for $75. It's like that's not even a large cost that they could.
Right. I mean, I guess they assume that you're probably not gonna take it out of the box, maybe, or like. She's wearing a dress, so why would she need articulation? I guess is their reasoning, but still,
yeah,
still dumb.
They're getting there though. They're getting there.
Yeah. And then the Dia. I always want to say Dia de los Muertos.
I can't say that. I don't.
I think it's Dia. Looking at my other doll, Dia de los Muertos. Anyway, these dolls.
Yeah.
I really like the girl doll. I don't really care about the boy doll in this case, which you rarely hear me say that, but I have last year's Ken, and he looks almost exactly the same.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and I wish he didn't.
They're okay. I mean, yeah, she's really cute. I love the detailing on these. I mean, these are great dolls. Again, not really my thing, but I mean, they're really nice. They look like they're well made. They're beautiful. And like I said, the detailing is always really, really well done on these.
Yeah.
How much do those cost?
I don't know. These are not listed yet, so okay. I don't know.
I'm gonna guess like 110.
Probably. Yeah, definitely around the 100 mark. But this is insane. Like this like detailing is like so good. But yeah, and then I think there are pictures of the Ken somewhere.
There he is.
There he is. But
their costumes are really nice. I'll give it.
They're nice. Yeah.
I mean, everything is really nice about it. It's just, I mean, I'm sure this is going to be very expensive.
Yeah.
But I do love how detailed and like there's real embroidery on those. It's not just a print. So.
Right. So yeah. That's it. That's it for your news. They have the dead Barbie dolls. Yes, that's a good way to say it. So in case you missed it, is where I recap my videos from the past week. So I did 2 videos. I did my video on Western Ken. Ta-da! I do like Western.
Mine's on the way. It should be here actually probably tomorrow. I got my shipping notification on Monday, so I'm excited for that one. He's so cute.
He is very cute. I wish they could figure out his hair situation without. It's like it's gelled to no degree. It's like so gelled.
I do appreciate that they got rooted hair, but sometimes it's really not the best move, even though it adds to it. So I do like it. But yeah, I mean, all these Ken dolls, if you mess with it, like that's it for it. So luckily he wears a hat a lot. So.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, sorry, I dropped my falling apart here. And then the other video was a viewer mail video. Someone sent me this Happy to Be Me doll, which do you know about Happy to Be Me?
I just very brief.
So she's basically like a Lamely doll. So she's like another anti-Barbie, where she's like this is what a real woman's supposed to look like. But my biggest thing with her is that she looks like a Barbie doll. Like there's nothing like, I don't know.
She looks like a cheap clone doll.
She's definitely a clone doll.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, her hair is like really soft, so that's really nice. But yeah, everything else about her is just like okay. But I love everything about Happy to Be Me. I also love how giant this packaging is.
It's huge.
It's so big. Anyway, so go ahead and watch those videos if you have not. Let's see what else do we have here? eBay finds. So I'm on eBay a lot, and I come across stuff all the time. So I came across these Young Sweethearts. Have you seen do you know about Young Sweethearts?
I have seen them before, but I don't know their history.
I mean, I don't either, but I just I've never seen them. And
but it's by Mattel.
It is a Mattel product, and I'm thinking it's like 70s, maybe 60s. That's where it looks
like. I'm gonna guess 70s for sure.
Yeah. it just cracks me up. And like the fashions.
Oh, fashion packs, nice.
Oh yeah, there are fashion packs for sure. But yeah, it's very like, it's very wholesome. I get very wholesome vibes from this line, and yeah, I was just like, okay.
Well, Mattel loves to put those, or just loves to have that out there just to counteract Barbie's criticism a little bit, you know?
Right.
And I think they don't even like, let's be real, like they didn't care about this project, but it's just there for them to say it is, you know? But they're cute.
Do you think it was like a pet project of someone at Mattel that they were like, all right, George?
I'm sure they had a department that was like okay, defend ourselves from Barbie. Like we just a group of people are like, okay, well we'll put out what is this, the 70s? We'll put out Growing Hair Skipper, and we'll also put these out just in case like parents don't want to buy that for their kids, but they have to buy them something.
Right. I'm just surprised that Mattel put out. I guess I'm surprised that Mattel put out other dolls besides Barbie in general.
Yeah.
I just assumed. I always assumed that Barbie was the doll line that Mattel produced, but they put out so many different doll lines. And
it might even be, this might even be based off of something that we just don't know about, you know, because they do a lot of deals. Like obviously they've done Disney dolls and all that stuff. So, or it could just be a random doll that they decided to put out. But I'm guessing that it's probably from something, but I don't know.
Yeah. This doll photography though is on point for sure. They look like real people.
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
photos. And I don't think they are. They definitely look doll-like. I don't think they are the actual dolls because they look too good. And I think she is actually shorter than him in doll form. So I don't know where these photos came from, but it's really funny. So Keith says they had a very articulated body. Interesting.
Oh.
Good to know. All right, and then I came across Rock Flowers. Have you heard of Rock Flowers?
I have not.
So Rock Flowers, there's a whole line of dolls, and their whole shtick was that, obviously from this, again, I can't tell if this is 70s or late 60s, but...
It could even be early 80s if you want me to be real.
I mean...
They probably just had stuff laying around. Because is this Mattel as well?
This is, I don't know if it's Mattel or not. Is it Mattel? Nope. I thought I had oh yeah, it is Mattel.
It says in the middle, yeah.
It's like right there, yeah. So the whole shtick with these is that they come with a stand that is like a circular stand that you would put on your record player, and the doll would spin around with the record. Which is like, what?
A gimmick is a gimmick.
That is quite the gimmick. I don't know, like how do you think of that? Like how does it?
This seems like it would be something they would do for Ken though.
Spin my record. Watch me twirl.
Yes.
So this is Doug. And then we have Lilac.
Ooh.
So she's definitely a flower child. I feel like they're all like flower children.
Yeah, sure.
And then this is Heather, also a flower child. I don't know how big these don't look super tall. They look like they're like probably around the 7 or 8 inch mark.
It's hard to tell because they could also be big. But I can't tell either. But
yeah. Rosemary. She's obviously the coolest one because she's wearing the glasses.
Cool girl.
And she's got the cool dress. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a sucker for packaging. I love packaging. and I saw these and I was like, okay, we're looking into these. I don't know. I feel like they don't do this kind of stuff anymore, really, with doll packaging. I feel like a lot of the doll packaging is very rectangular or square. In general, I mean, there are a few exceptions here and there, but for the most part, you probably won't see packaging like this on the shelves.
And I get it for like the purpose. For purposes, this is really an inconvenient box, like if you're storing dolls or whatever. But it's still like I agree. Packaging is so important to me, and they just don't do it the same anymore.
So Keith says that they were 6.5 inches. That's really small. Yeah, that's really small. Almost pocket size, but not quite. All right, Reseller WTF. So I came across this also in my eBay hunts. This fairy tale dolls. So these things are meant to go into your hair, and they're just tiny little. Oh,
I get it. Okay.
Fairies, I guess. So they have this like long hair, and it's supposed to, just kind of go in your hair. And I was like, okay,
that's pretty cute.
Yeah,
it's a cute idea. I think kids would like this.
I guess. I don't know. To me, it's like kind of weird to have like a doll in your head. I don't know.
I guess, but
I'm just weird about stuff like that.
It looks like a dollar store doll.
It does. I was really drawn to the illustration of a little girl with the fairies in her hair. So, but this almost looks like it's Ohio Art as the company that made it. So I don't know. I feel like this is like more of like a budget doll or budget kind of toy.
It is for sure.
So anyway, it's show and tell time. Da, da, da. So, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. So, I was debating on what to show, but I'm going to show something that I've been looking for a long time. And this doll, I could not find this doll anywhere. They did not make this doll for a while for some reason, and I was very upset. But then they finally came out with the doll, and I finally found it. I picked it up, and here it is.
Oh, nice!
So it's a Luisa.
Yeah.
I couldn't like.
I didn't even know you could get her on her own.
Yeah, you can. Wow. When I came across, I think I found her on. Did I find her on Amazon or was it Macy's? It may have been Macy's. But she's a thing, which I had no idea, and I can't tell you how happy this makes me that I have a Luisa doll now.
She's cute.
She's adorable, and I don't understand.
Oh, you're opening her.
Oh, I'm opening her.
Ooh.
I want to see her in all her glory. If I can open this thing. You know, these blister packs should be easier to open for some reason, but maybe it's just me.
Sometimes they're better to open from the bottom, just because there's like
this bottom is all like taped up.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. All right. So, I'm assuming you've seen Encanto.
I have. It's not my favorite, if you want me to be honest.
Okay. What don't you like about it?
I just didn't think it was as exciting as I thought it would be, and I really love Disney movies. Obviously I'm more attracted to the stuff that I grew up with, but I really enjoyed Frozen, and so I had pretty I mean, they marketed this movie so much, and I waited a while to see it, but I work with kids, and I mean, it's all they were talking about, and so I was pretty excited to watch it, and then I was just kind of like,
like, meh.
It was good, but definitely not something that I would go back to. I don't think.
Right. I don't know. I enjoy the music a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just like the animation style, and I like that. Sorry, I think her shoes are like busted for some reason.
I would say the movie is really visually stunning. I have nothing against that, but I feel like the movie, it just wasn't my favorite. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you for that.
It's fine if you do. Oh, she's so cute. Is her hair real? Does she have rooted hair?
It is real hair. It's actually rooted hair. Excuse me. She does move out backwards, forwards, nothing at the waist, nothing at the legs. That's the articulation. So I was curious about her chest.
Uh-huh.
And because they're not like
Barbie boobs.
They're not Barbie, they're definitely boobs, but they're like muscular boobs, if that makes sense.
Well, she is muscular.
She is. And I'm just like, it's awesome, and I love it. I'm just like fascinated by them. I don't know. They're like more like muscles than boobs, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think I've only seen the movie. Is that accurate of how she looks in the movie? I can't.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if she. I'm trying to think. Did she have boobs? I think she had like a chest, obviously.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway. Yeah.
Love it.
So she can go left and right. Her shoes are like, I think they're broken. This like top part.
I think that might be just how you get them on, is through that way. Because usually when they close them, it's like impossible. And she has big feet probably because she's a bigger.
She does.
Now, so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's got some meaty feet, but yeah, I don't know. And she's got like a good weight to her also. Everything is one piece.
Is it? Does she have real? Is like the string in the front? Is the tie real?
No, everything's printed on. So that's like the one downside, I guess, to this doll. But I am definitely happy just to have her. So I'll take anything I can get. But yeah, her face is like it's so cute.
It's accurate too. It's cute.
Yeah. So.
I love it.
Yeah. So what do you have? What's your show and tell?
Would you want me to show some of my Britney dolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those. Let me. I got to pick a good one. So right now I'm in my craft room area. This is where all the magic happens. I'd give you a tour of that, but I'm working on like 5 projects right now, so it's a little bit crazy. But if you guys don't know, you can follow me on Instagram, Britney Spears Custom Dolls, or listen to my podcast, Iconic Dollcast. But it all came about because I was making these customized Britney Spears dolls from the original Britney doll that was released in like 1998. And I just take them and I make them better. They get new bodies, new hair, new costume, everything. And it's been really fun for me. So do you like Britney Spears? Are you into her at all?
I appreciate Britney Spears as an artist. I don't have any of her dolls or anything, but
I'm just trying to think of one. Like, I guess everyone knows this. So
do you have a favorite?
No. I
Oh,
don't have a favorite for sure. I've made
they're
so
all your
many of them.
children.
Yeah.
They're all your
Yeah.
children.
And like I only have the ones that you see are the only ones I've ever kept for myself. So it's like some of them though are so hard to see like go because I mean they're all commissions, right? But I think this one's pretty good and everyone seems to know this outfit and the snake.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So she's cute. I do everything by hand and it's just like a fun craft and people seem to really like it and I've just had a blast with it. But yeah, like I said, she gets new everything, and the original Britney doll is a little bit, she's on like a more stiff body and her hair is not the best, so it's pretty cool.
So what is the snake made out of?
The snake is made out of, what is it called? It starts with a P. Does it start with a P? Oh gosh. It's not polymer. It's not polymer claim, is it? Oh, it's epoxy. It's epoxy and a little bit of model magic.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and the snakes are difficult just because it's like the scaling is all weird, just with like the size of the doll. But I think this one turned out really good, so I did keep her for myself.
Nice.
And yeah, I've made like 800 of them at this point, so it's it's really intense. I'm trying to think of like one that's like more cool. I mean, Britney's pretty like unique with like her stuff, but this is Britney as like a little fairy.
Cute.
So I love her, yeah. And it's all based off of stuff she's worn, and like people will ask for the most either it's like the most common, like when you think of Britney Spears, like that outfit, or it's just like the most random thing that I'm like, where did you pull this out of? It's like this is crazy that she wore this and that you knew about it. So
right.
I mean that's really, I mean,
I was gonna ask you. So like when people request a doll, do they typically request a specific like look, or do they ask for, I want Britney in this kind of outfit or whatever, like something that she would never wear or whatever? Like what's the percentage?
No, people usually want something that she's actually worn, but some people will get so deep into it and they'll be like, I want this costume from this tour, but this variation of the costume, because she had several different kinds. And like it just, and especially when she was in Las Vegas, she changed her little leotards all the time. So people will be like, well, she wore a yellow one, but I want this yellow one because it's cut this way. And that's the one that I saw her in. And it's like crazy, or like just random things like, a paparazzi picture of Britney in 2004, like eating Cheetos like a queen. Right. And they're like, I want this exact look. And it's just, I mean, the things, I mean, I've done so many different styles and some of them are very, very random.
Have you done a bald Britney?
No.
Okay.
I've been asked before, but for me, that's like, obviously I'm actually a fan of hers, so I feel like that's like disrespectful. And also it's like you're gonna pay all this money for a doll that doesn't even have hair, and like the hair is like the best part because they all get rerouted with this really nice nylon like heat treatable hair. So
yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you haven't gotten more requests for that one, just because
it happens sometimes, and I'm usually like, sorry, like you could probably do that on your own.
Right. Do you do anything else besides Britney?
It just depends. I mean, like I mean, I have a full-time job plus my podcast, and so to keep it more in like I just never want it to become like a job. I'd like to keep it as a fun hobby that makes people happy. So I actually just stick with Britney right now because it's honestly all that I have time to do. And I've done pretty well with this. And so I want to keep it that way. But I feel like if I started getting into other stuff, like it would just be nonstop and then it wouldn't be fun for me. I've done like some Spice Girls, some mermaids, and they're cool, but I love Britney Spears. And so like making her outfits is always just so much more fun for me. And like I just think she has like the most creative, her style is literally an arts and craft project. Like it's so bizarre. And I just think when it gets more into like traditional costumes and stuff, it's not as fun for me. But with Britney, like you can throw glitter anywhere you want and it works out. So
that's true.
Yeah.
So when you, so do you have specific like doll bodies that you use, or does it just depend on?
It really
What
just
they
depends. It
request?
depends what she's wearing, and sometimes I'll go with the made to move. But usually, I mean, people just like to have her arms move. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so they can pose her.
But are they Britney dolls though?
Yeah. So Britney had here. Let me see if I can pull one out. So here's one. Britney has a very successful doll line that was
Right.
out, and so I mean, here's one that I just got. Like, she's not going to stay like this, but like her posability is pretty limited. But there's like 40 to 50 of them that were released,
Okay.
and so all I use though from this is the head.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
yeah.
So you have like a backlot of Britney heads, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I was just curious if you always started with an actual Britney head, or like you turned like a Barbie into a Britney, or
Nope.
like.
I use the original Britney doll, because also most people who are buying them are Britney Spears fans, and they have like a Britney Spears doll collection, and I find that people really like that consistency. The doll does look like her, and I think a lot of people also who maybe don't collect Britney dolls but want one. They had a Britney doll when they were younger, and they just don't have her anymore, and so when they get her, it's like you're getting that doll. She just looks a lot better.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, other than Britney, what other types of dolls are in your collection?
Oh gosh, everything. Barbie, Disney dolls, Britney dolls. Weirdly, I have like a very large collection of Queen Amidala dolls from Star Wars. Do you know?
Okay.
Are you into Star Wars at all?
Not really.
That's fine. She's like the queen in episode 1, which everyone hates, but it's my favorite Star Wars movie. And there's a massive doll there. I mean, I think there's like 8 of them. So I have all those. I love American Girl. I don't really get into Bratz. I mean, it's all stuff that I talk about on my podcast, but I would say mainly, I mean, it's outside of Britney. I mean, Barbie is the one that I turn to the most. But I love American Girl. I had those growing up, and Spice Girls. I've got tons of Spice Girls. I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds of dolls.
Okay. Yeah, no Spice Girls either in my collection. I'm not really searching them out, but I've seen some pretty iffy Spice Girl dolls that I'm like, ooh, no. But I'm sure there are good ones out there. Are there any doll lines that you despise?
I don't think I despise any. I think that,
or just don't like, or you just like, you look at them and you're like, oof, no thank you.
I am oh gosh, I'm gonna get crucified for this. I am really not into Monster High dolls.
Okay.
I appreciate them though. I think they're like pretty cool. It's not something that I am.
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
And I mean, no, I'm pretty like, I mean, when it comes to dolls, I just am interested in general. But I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head where I'm like, I would never buy that. Yeah, they're not for everyone, but
yeah. I think most of my,
I'm not crazy about the fashionista line from Barbie because they get so cheap. If that is a good reason, they get really cheap, which is fine because it's like Mattel is catering to the audience, and those dolls are meant to be played with. So it definitely makes sense. Every once in a while, I'll see one and I'm like, oh my god, she's so cute, and she's $4.99. Like, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not watching the store for the latest Barbie fashionistas.
Right. Yeah, there's some questionable fashionistas out there for sure. But yeah, they are they are play lines, so it's like you have to take a step back. I find myself looking at a lot of like playline dolls and being like, this is like awful. Why would anyone buy this? But then I'm like, I'm not the intended audience, so that's probably why. So I am not a 10-year-old little girl
or boy.
So
yeah, I mean, but other than that, I mean, I feel like all dolls, have their own uniqueness, and it's not. Maybe I wouldn't buy some of them, but they're all interesting in some way.
Each doll deserves a little bit of love.
Yeah.
from someone. Someone will give each doll a little bit of love. I was just looking around to see if there's anything else that I have that yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did you like the Barbie movie? What did you think about it?
I did like it. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the ending, I did not like the ending. It was just strange to me. I loved the Ken part. His like number I thought was amazing.
So good, yeah.
And yeah, it was a really well produced, well thought out movie. I felt like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just asked because I mean, since I started my podcast, I mean, it's been a buildup for the Barbie movie, and so almost everyone I talked to, we were like, "What do you think it's going to be about? What are your expectations?" And then, I mean, it came out and it was just like, boom! Like you couldn't go anywhere without Barbie, right. And I loved it. Right. I loved it, and I thought the movie was good. I think a lot of people had issues with the end, but for me, I think it's. I'm guessing that they're gonna do a sequel to this because they left it so open-ended. Because what happened to Barbie World? Like, I want to know and whatever. Right. I did think it was a little, whatever it is, but I enjoyed it. My expectations were reached, and I didn't feel that way about The Little Mermaid. So I was glad to have the Barbie movie.
Yeah, we did watch The Little Mermaid last week, and that was fine. I would have been a little upset if I'd paid to go see it in a theater, honestly. But it was a perfectly fine movie, very Disney-esque movie. Yeah, I don't know. It was very. I would
say it was fine as well. It's fine. Like, yeah, I'd probably watch it again, but my expectations were so high for that movie, and definitely were. The more I thought about it after I'd seen it, I was like, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean, that movie was definitely hyped up. Also, like, super hyped up. But yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
So Dumb Blonde says, certain elements of the story to come well together. I loved it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it would make sense that they make a sequel. But who knows? We'll see.
I think they did leave it open-ended like that, possibly for that reason. But
yeah, I would love to see. I want to see like a Ken movie. That's what I want to see.
Well, I want to see what happens to Ken when Barbie's not there. Like,
right.
There's things they could do with that, but
yeah, they definitely left it open. Lots of unanswered questions that they can explore more. But the soundtrack is also really good. I find myself listening to it more and more.
Don't you think Britney should have had a song in that movie?
I mean, if she was like making, I mean, I guess she has been making music here and there, I guess, but yeah, it would have made sense
I would
for
have
her
loved
to
it if she sang
be
that
on
Dua
there.
Lipa song. I really think that would have been
Yeah,
perfect for her. But it is what it is. I just feel
yeah.
like Britney and Barbie and dolls are just like, I mean, for me, I guess that's just me, but they just are one and the same. And
No, she would. No, she would have been great. Yeah, I'm always curious as to how they choose artists for like a project like that.
oh, streaming numbers for sure. I mean, all those
Yeah,
people are so like
popularity.
so
Yeah,
popular right now, but
yeah,
I just think it would have been cool.
but yeah. Do you think Britney is gonna make more music soon?
Oh gosh, it's hard to say. I feel like one day she will. I think that right now though, like it's not. I mean, there's like you said, songs coming out here and there, but she's not doing anything with them. Like, so
Right,
I don't even think she posted about the newest one that came out. Like, it's not. I mean, it's her life is so mysterious right now, and I think she's just trying to find her way. And I if she's making music, that's really cool. But also, I would hate to find out she's doing it when she's not fully committed to it, because it sounds like that's how it's been for the you know for a while. So I hope so, but I don't know.
right. Yeah, I mean,
She's got a book coming out next month. Did you know that?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see how that goes.
yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be hopefully somewhat revealing. Because yeah, her life has been somewhat of a mystery for a while now, and I
I
think
think
people
that's how
just
she
want.
wants it. So I think to me, I like to think that Britney's just trolling everyone because it's like hilarious that people are still so interested in her, and she does it. She's not even working. It's
Right.
like people still, want to know. So
Yeah. Um, okay. So Plastic Perfection thinks that they chose boring outfits. Yeah. I wish they had included more different types of Barbies, I guess, or like shown even more of a selection of different. Um,
they could have gone way more camp. I mean, the movie's already super camp, but with the costuming, I
right,
really expect. I mean, you see it in the beginning where they line up all the Barbies. Like you see a
right,
few of them, but like then that's
right,
it.
right,
So I expected them to showcase a lot more like actual Barbie stuff, and it's not like it'd be hard for them to make that. So it's
right.
interesting.
I also feel like it would be fun to have a movie in Barbie Land and just in Barbie Land, because then they could really explore the other Barbies and kind of get more into in depth with like that like fantastical aspect of Barbie and like when they went to what's her name's place, uh,
Weird Barbie.
Weird Barbie. When they went to her place and like all the other like all the other like strange Barbies were there. And Earring Magic Ken and Sugar
That was
Daddy.
iconic. That was iconic.
Yeah. But like they could have easily thrown in like a few others in there for sure. But
I think they really picked. I mean, I was like, these are like the main like 7 Barbies that had super controversial moments. So that's why they're there, because they're
yeah,
outcasted or whatever. But
yeah,
I agree. They could have added a little bit more.
yeah. And I hope that they make a Sugar Daddy Ken. I hope that's like a real thing. I know I've seen like pictures here and there of the doll, the supposed doll in the packaging, but until they announce it, I don't believe it. But I would love to see that for sure.
I see this question. Yes, I did hear about that show, and it's I I heard it was really good, but I just think the timing for it is not good. And I think it's hard being a Britney fan because it's like she doesn't really back a lot of her projects. And I think for all of us, Britney fans who are diehards, it's kind of like you never know what like she's endorsing and what she's not and what she's okay with and what she's not. Because anyone can say she's all for this project, but you never know. And I heard it was really good. And I also heard it was getting, canceled or whatever. So it is what it is. I just think the timing was not right for this. They should have started this after her book came out, to be honest, but whatever.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was a Broadway show about.
Oh yeah.
Her. Is it about like her life or something?
No,
or is it...
it's actually a twist on like Disney princesses and how they're trying to get out of their fairy tale, and they just used a lot of it's all Britney music to tell the story, and it's actually pretty, jukebox musical. It's really creative. I just, like I said, the timing is not good. Like it could have been better. Not the acting or anything, but they released it at a really weird time, or they started it at a really weird time.
Right. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, how's everyone feeling? Are you feeling good? I think we're hitting the witching hour, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. So, Saige, where can people find you?
For sure. If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Britney Spears Custom Dolls on Instagram. That's where I am most of the time. And the Iconic Dollcast is on all podcast streaming stuff. Like I said, it's all about dolls. I also have an Instagram for that, Iconic Dollcast. If you're interested in dolls, I think you would enjoy it. I definitely do lots of research and talk to so many cool people. And like, if you want to be on the show, just hit me up. I love to talk to people about dolls. That's how I found my buddy Enzo here. I was really excited it's just fun for me to talk to anyone about dolls. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But yeah, like I said, the main place I am is Britney Spears Custom Dolls on Instagram. And that's where you can make custom orders and all that fun stuff.
Sweet. Go check it out. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll put your stuff in the description below so people can find you also. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I will be back next Wednesday, same time, same place. Have a lovely rest of your evening, day, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you, Saige.
Thank you so much for having me.
And